Guys, welcome back to Slider Sunday presented by King's Hawaiian. Today, we're doing a steak and cheese. Let's get cooking. All right, guys, the steak and cheese. Look, I'm not going to call this a Philly cheesesteak. Why? Because a million people are going to have different opinions on what is or what isn't a cheesesteak. It's a steak and cheese sandwich, okay? We're in Chicago, so we're going to have some spicy Giardiniera. We're adding our little flair to it, but we have provolone cheese, we have a ribeye steak, we have an onion, and of course, we have our classic King's Hawaiian sweet rolls. These are going to make everything so much better. To get started, we have a ribeye steak. Hear this? Hear this? Can't hear anything, never mind. What I did was I stuck this in the freezer. What this is gonna do is we wanna shave this super thin. We want really thin strips, and if you freeze it, you're gonna be able to get that. See what I'm talking about? Like deli slicer thin. You don't want it to be frozen solid though, because then see how it still has some give to it? Frozen solid, unless you have a really sharp knife, it's gonna be hard. So you want it, I don't know, I think I put this in 2-3 hours, maybe even more than that. So it's a little firm, but it's not frozen solid. And that way, when we go down with a sharp knife, we can shave it razor thin. We're talking 1/8 of an inch there. Now, do you have to use a ribeye? No. You can use a sirloin. I like to use a ribeye just for that fattiness too, especially when we're cutting it super thin. For me, it's like a nice little delicate, it's a nice little decadent touch. Nice fatty cap in there. But strip steak works fine. Sirloin's gonna work fine. Ribeye is just my steak of choice for this. Just in general, to be perfectly honest. And what we're gonna do with these fattier pieces, like we can even get this in there now, into the pan. We're gonna go medium-high heat. That fat's gonna start to render down, and we're gonna start to cook. But because everything is sliced so thin here, this is gonna make the sandwich come together really fast. So what I'm doing here, just like the big old pieces of just fat, we're gonna get in the pan to start cooking away. Now, if this wasn't frozen, would it still be possible? Yeah, it would. It's just much harder to get these thin slices. As you see, with the little freeze to it, it makes it much easier just to shave. Now, if you have a flat top grill, this is a perfect one to make on the flat top. If not, pot and pan, frying pan, works just fine. Okay, there we go. We have our steak. Okay, steak, hot pan. Boom. Now this is all gonna happen quick. You don't want to overcrowd the pan too much. Make sure everything has enough room in the pan. So what you don't want is a big clump on top, because then it's just gonna start to steam. You're not gonna get any color on it. You don't want that. Like I said, this is gonna be done cooking very quick here. I'm gonna turn the heat up a little bit. Salt. And then to this, I'm going to quickly slice up an onion. This might be helpful to do this one beforehand. If you're not quick. Now with the onion, I like a little bit more of a raw onion flavor. If you wanted more of a sauteed onion, put the onion in first and then the steak. But super thin onion like this, it's going to cook fast too. And since we are using a ribeye steak, you can leave it a little bit pink if you'd like. So now, look at that. Look at this beautiful color we have on this steak though. That's what you want to see. Nice golden brown. Oh, it's smelling amazing. All right, high heat. Let that keep going. It's like a stir fry almost. This is a non-traditional way of making it. Okay, and now right now, we go on with provolone cheese. Look, the steak can be a little pink still. Now we finish off provolone cheese. Or whatever cheese you like. I'm a provolone. When I go steak and cheese, I go provolone. Now, back to the cutting board. I wash my board, but if you're in a pinch, just do this. Flip your board. If you cut raw meat on it, just flip it over to the other side. But I got a nice clean surface here. We have our traditional King's Hawaiian sweet rolls. These are perfect right out of the bag. That's what I love about these. They're so fresh, they're so soft. We don't have to do anything to them. They're perfect just the way they are, just like you and me. Look at that. Cheese is melting. Beautiful things are happening. Look. Let the steam finish it off. We're done there. We're done. Knife. Sharp. Boom. Top of the bread. Open. Not bad. It's getting better. Good slice. Okay. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Save this later. Save it for the dog. Save it for later. Here we go. Ah. Look at that. Take a second. Appreciate it. All right. Next step. Spatula. Or whatever this is. Look at that. Look at that cheese. Oh, it's fine. It's fine if that happens. It's fine. It's better. It's better if that happens. All right. Now we layer. Now we layer. Oh. Oh yeah. That's a winner. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Finish it off. I have some spicy Giardiniera here. If you want to do spicy peppers, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to, but we're going on top. If you don't have the Giardiniera, you should be able to get pickled peppers, pickled like little pepperoncinis, little red peppers, anything in like a can of red peppers in a jar. You can slice those up. Boom. So now we have the Chicago. I'm not even gonna call this a Philly cheesesteak. It's a steak and cheese, and it is a thing of beauty. Top it off. And there you go, guys. We have our steak and cheese. Only one thing left to do. We gotta try it. Hold on one second. Hey, there he is. There's our big boy. There's Max.
What do we got
Look
here?
at this. We're doing a little King's Hawaiian Slider Sunday, Max.
Sheesh.
And I thought, you know what? Who better to have appreciate a steak and cheese sandwich than Max? I'm not gonna call it a Philly cheese. Why? Because there's too many people out there that have too many different opinions on it. So
I agree.
This is just
a good steak and cheese.
a steak and cheese sandwich. There's some peppers, there's some cheese, there's some onions. Why don't you get in there? Give it a gander.
Oh my God.
Mmm.
This is really good.
That's fantastic.
We got a little extra steak going out there.
Yeah, put some more steak.
Put that on
Pound
there.
high.
Mm-hmm.
That bread, guys, the buns take it all the way home. You go to your local grocery store, go to the deli section, go to the bakery. You're gonna find King's Hawaiian right there. We're using the traditional, the sweet rolls. And I'll tell you what, that is a delicious slider sundae. Guys, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.